We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results, we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on. So the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Adbert Alzolay has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And that's in there for a strike.
Hotel 705.
The windup and the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Happ is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm really impressed with Yoan Moncada. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do.
In now, Luis Robert.
That's a
A
ball.
ball and no strikes.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Ball two.
But we might be ice skating before we're through tonight. 39 degrees at first pitch. One out, nobody on. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. The speed they always talk about with this guy was on full display there.
Yeah, when you've got elite speed like this guy does, Matt, you don't need any help from the fielders to give you more time. He's thinking extra bases as soon as the ball gets to the outfield, and that time he wanted 3.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Fly ball to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Here it is, the 3-0. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the White Sox 1, the Cubs coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Dylan Cease gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
In now, Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Now batting, Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Hit to third. Moncada has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, how about Dansby Swanson? He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and there's no doubt he's the biggest threat in this lineup. Don't miss any of his at-bats because we're going to see if he's going to be shooting for the moon tonight.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. The 1-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. That smoked, but right into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Leading off to the right side, the left fielder, Andrew.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And the pitch. And it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. 3-1 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly, he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
The 3-2 one more time. 1-0 good guys as we play inning number 2. There's ball 4.
Take the base.
Batting seven, the right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, that's the ball.
And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is there, and he's out trying to swipe second. Nice release by Barnhart. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Matt Merker.
First baseman, Matt Merker.
Pitch on the way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Now another 0-2.
Nope, outside.
Struck him out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 5.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Benintendi is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Bases are empty. Here with 2 men out. 2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
The 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. From the stretch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Wisdom is off at first with 2 away. Just missing here, 2-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 2-0. Fouled off. Here's the 2-1 home. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Two out with a man at first. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Three-two pitch. Drilled to first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Fastball called for strike 2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Dylan Cease. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Count 1-0.
A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Now try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Count even at 2-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Down in order go the White Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Nico Horner.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Two and one.
I got 2-1 to count.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Alzolay.
Adbert Alzolay comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
The left fielder, number 8.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And they start him out away with a called strike. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Happ will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So striding in, Eloy Jimenez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. He's set and the pitch. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, but they're up 1-0. So coming to the plate, Suzuki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. And the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll... Ask for time. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. The 1-1.
Oh, that's out.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. Dansby Swanson with a solo shot. His 4th long ball of this series, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Stepping in now, Matt Merker. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2 balls, no
You
strikes.
never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Strike taken up in the zone.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And the count will be full. Again, he sends it out of play. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Striding into the box, Christopher Morrow. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Two runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. low. It's a ball and a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that.
And this is popped up near second base. Garcia over to his right, 1 away.
The batter, number 16.
So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Patrick Wisdom is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
At the plate, Tucker Barnhart. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
At the plate, Nico Horner, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. 2 down, runners at first and second. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike now.
2 balls, 1 strike, count.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Merker ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
So now to the plate, Leury Garcia, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying. Into the basket, and it's gone.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Andrew Vaughn is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Got him.
You know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Yasmani Grandal is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. SOX. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Happ. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Giving chase is Benintendi, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Suzuki comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The batter, number 7.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Michael Peterson will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Michael Peterson.
At the plate now, Dansby Swanson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
1 out and a runner on third. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Here's the 3-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run is in to score from third. It's 4-2.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Standing in, Matt Merker. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. And the pitch. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 5 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front, 4-2. Gavin Sheets will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
The 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. All even now, 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
Into the box now, Luis Robert. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his third knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or two before this one ends.
So here's Yoan Moncada, and that misses, ball 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0 on the way. It is taken, strike 1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line, out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And another foul ball. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
There's one, but wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Moncada rounds the corner and is headed home. Now the relay home, and he is in there.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Drew Smiley, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 11.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs than this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on. Sierra enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Leading off for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 5.
First delivery to him on the way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 1-2 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Slow roller down the third baseline. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. that could prove to be pivotal.
And before a first pitch to the plate, a move to first. Back in standing. At the plate, Patrick Wisdom, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Wisdom brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those. Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he fouls this one off. Mm. 3-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he takes ball four again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. From the belt, kicks and deals. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Go-ahead run to third there after the bunt. Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
So in now for Chicago, Nico Horner, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Mike Tauchman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 40, Mike Tauchman.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Still only 1 out in the inning.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 3-0. Inside, he misses ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate, Suzuki. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit back up the middle. Anderson scoops it up to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Game 5 moves to the 7th inning now. It's the Cubs 6 and the White Sox 4. Michael Fulmer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 32, Michael Fulmer.
Leading off the inning, Leury Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch coming, here it is. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Fulmer is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. Now here it comes. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. pitch on the way. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
1-2. Here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 6-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jay Spry will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Adam Hazley will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Coming to the plate now, Dansby Swanson for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Fry, a native Oregonian. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A ball and a strike now. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Moncada fields it cleanly, and there's one down now. Stepping up to the plate, Matt Merker. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Matt Merker becomes out number 2 this inning. Christopher Morrow is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Count even now at 1-1. And the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Stepping into the box, Adam Hazley, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Keenan Thompson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71, Keenan Thompson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tim Anderson. He singled his last time up. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. 1 out, nobody on. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Line towards center field. Morrow is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Now at the plate, Luis Robert. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with his 4th hit of the ball game.
now batting, the third baseman.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Hard hit ball to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. White Sox lead 1. Score remains steady at 6-4. Ryan Burr is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom.
Leading off for the Cubs, the third baseman, number 16.
First offering on its way. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in to try it again, Tucker Barnhart. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Benintendi is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Nico Horner. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Too low, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 2 now. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Here's a shot to left field and deep.
Looking up is Benintendi. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Manny B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Miles Mastrobuoni will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 20, Miles Mastrobuoni.
A ball and no strikes. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 2-1 now. Here it comes. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Estrada comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 56.
All set to start the ninth in this one. And here comes the first baseman, Eloy Jimenez. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left. Happ is there. One away.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Andrew Benintendi started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Estrada, 23 years old. He was taken in the 6th round during the 2020 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Now another 1-2, and he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This is line to left. Happ is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now that the second baseman.
At the plate, Leury Garcia, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Fouled away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
3-2 now. The White Sox down to their last strike. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken Game 5 here at home, but it'll get harder from here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Seven to 4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Chicago Cubs pulled ahead 3 games to 2 in this World Series and are now just a single win away from a championship. Drew Smyly gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the White Sox, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.